Okay, let's unpack this. You know when you walk into a corporate headquarters or maybe a sprawling campus, and there's just this flawless live newsfeed playing on every single screen?
Oh, yeah, or like a customized broadcast in the lobby.
Exactly. Well, today's deep dive mission is to explore the hidden tech that actually makes that happen. We've got a stack of specs from HDTV Supply, and we are looking at this really fascinating piece of invisible infrastructure.
Right, the VTech, which was formerly Exterity, AVSTR-C1101 C1101 one-slot chassis.
Yeah, quite a mouthful.
It is, but it's essentially the unsung hero of corporate communication.
Yeah, it really is. It's this highly portable, I think it's like a 1.5 kilogram box, and it quietly powers how your organization streams live TV, radio, and pre-recorded video right across your internal network.
Right, so it's a compact, desk-mountable unit that basically just accepts a single AVSTR-C blade.
Which to me, it kind of reminds me of a classic video game console, like where you just slot in a cartridge, you know?
Oh, yeah, that is a great way to look at it.
But like, imagine if plugging in that one cartridge somehow let every single TV in your neighborhood play the game at the exact same time. And it does this using the plumbing pipes that are already connecting the houses.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
Because what's fascinating here is the mechanics of how that plumbing actually works.
Right.
Instead of, pulling heavy, dedicated coaxial cables to every individual display, IPTV chops the live video into data packets.
Right. So it just piggybacks on the exact same Ethernet cables and Wi-Fi networks your employees are already using to send emails.
Exactly. You are leveraging the existing network architecture to distribute broadcast quality video via IP multicast routing.
Okay, so it runs on the existing network. But, I mean, if I'm pumping critical life security feeds or, say, a massive all-hands meeting through this thing, what happens when a component
Well,
fails?
that's the big question.
Right, because I can't afford to take down the whole building's broadcast just to unscrew a chassis. Now, the specs mention it runs on a really low 10 to 50 watts of power and relies on a, quote, passive backplane.
Yeah, that's a key feature.
So here's where it gets really interesting. Isn't a passive backplane just a highly technical way of saying the connection board has literally no active computing parts?
Right.
Meaning, there is simply less that can break.
That is exactly the core engineering philosophy at play here. Basically, complexity breeds failure.
Right. Makes sense.
So by keeping the backplane completely passive, the C101 effectively separates the data plane from the active computing elements.
Yeah.
This removes major points of failure, which gives you that cutting-edge reliability.
Oh, wow. And then if something does actually need replacing, you just utilize its hot swap capability, right?
Exactly. Hot swapping is a total game changer for maintenance.
Meaning your IT team can physically yank out a blade and slam a new one in without even powering down the main unit.
Yeah, it saves precious time and completely avoids taking down the system just to swap a module.
That's huge.
It is. When you are managing live broadcast feeds, keeping the power on and the data flowing during a hardware swap isn't just a convenience, it's totally vital for zero downtime environments.
But okay, so a single hot swappable blade makes total sense for a localized setup, like maybe a small clinic or an overflow room.
Sure.
But if I'm running a massive enterprise or a multi-building university campus, 10 to 50 watts, and a single channel just isn't going to cut it, does this system hit a wall when you actually need to scale?
You'd think so, right. But Vitec actually uses this one-slot device as the blueprint for their enterprise-grade systems.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, the physical engineering of the C101 directly informs an entire scalable ecosystem.
Ah, I see. Because the sources do highlight its larger siblings. There's the CLM103, which mounts in a server rack and handles 3 blades.
Right, and then there's the massive C1110. That one takes up to 10 blades, features redundant power supplies, and it even incorporates hot swap cooling fans.
Oh, wow, hot swap fans too.
Yeah, that modularity is brilliant. Your organization can start small with the C1101 sitting on a desk, and as your broadcast needs grow, you scale up to a massive redundant video distribution grid.
Using the exact same blade technology.
Exactly. The beauty of this architecture is that you are using the very same hot swappable blades across the entire ecosystem. There is no need to overhaul your infrastructure or train your team on different types of modules.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Basically, the Vitec C1101 offers a highly portable, incredibly reliable, hot swappable solution for localized broadcasting.
Yeah, it quite literally turns your existing network into a TV station.
Exactly.
And it proves that sometimes the most robust way to build a hyper-connected system is to just keep the foundation as physically simple as possible.
Which leaves you with something to ponder after this deep dive. Think about how much of our modern, hyper-connected world actually relies on the physical simplicity of passive infrastructure just to prevent catastrophic failures.
It's a really interesting point.
It really is. Look around your office or home today and ask yourself, what other complex systems in your own life might actually benefit from having fewer moving parts?